Alright guys, welcome to Rel's Room and welcome to the second part of a three-part series between VP James and VP Dad. They are playing 1 versus 1 shipment going head to head. The previous game, if you haven't already seen it, the previous 2 rounds of Team Deathmatch actually went to a draw. If you do want to see both of those games again, be sure to visit my channel and look at that past video. But moving into part 2 of 3, you can see VP Dad giving a bit of troll face there, not actually realising that the game has started, but getting straight into it now. I have been listening to all of you guys. I've been looking in the comments and seeing what you guys thought of the layout and anything that I should be changing. And I did want to give, a few of you guys shout-outs for suggesting a few things. So to start off with, Milk the Butter suggested putting the score in the bottom middle of the screen because it was quite hard to see on the actual gameplay screens because they are quite small. It's essentially a quarter of the size. And so I have done that. It's overlapped. I think it looks quite nice with a nice little bold outline around it. I will just tell you from the early stages, when it gets to 30 seconds left and it goes into decimal points or decimal figures, it does cut the end off a bit, but I'm sure that's not going to bother you too much. As you can see, they're 1-1, so VP Dad holding his own against the favourite again. It's interesting to see that the support has shifted in VP Dad's favour as the underdog, looking at the past comments, or so it would seem. A few more shout-outs to actually 4 people here. I never know whether to include the X's and the numbers in this, but just to make sure I am saying your names correctly, X Samuel GB, XI Reaper, X in HD, IXJJ XI, and Ben 2303 1998 all suggested getting VP James aligned with his gameplay and VP Dad aligned with his gameplay. So I've done it side to side this time because it might have been a bit confusing previously. Sactard or Sactard also asked me why didn't I live commentate these. Obviously, I am using the Astro to commentate this now. And I did want to watch. I don't think I'd have been able to do it straight off a live commentary as I'm watching my dad and screaming in disappointment or delight at his gameplay. But he is 3-1 up, 4-1 up actually now, so taking a huge lead. And this is looking very promising for VP Dad. Only 3 minutes 14 left. He's just got to keep this lead, and he really does need to reload that gun. This is a common problem that both James and Dad were having during the games. Even though it is in the middle of the screen, it is flashing, it is telling them to reload. They are just completely ignoring it. And my dad's just going to hold a little bit back. This is actually making it a lot easier for me to commentate because, like I say, it was hard to keep track. And as you can see, this is the problem now because now he needs to reload. He needs to escape James. And it looks like he could be going down any second, but he's managed to hold his own. And it looks like they've almost lost it. No, a few shots going off there. Some poor aim. James almost getting a turn on the both weak. It could be one bullet into either of them would get the kill. Going head to head now, they both know exactly where each other is. James keeping low, running away, making sure he stays alive, but he does need to be pushing. He does need to be making those kills now and catching up as he is trailing. And the Team Deathmatch is an important game to win. If it goes to search and destroy, last map, that can go either way. So he has got his work cut out. Will he be able to bring this back? Yes, he will. He gets a kill. 2 kills between the 2 players now. One of you did actually tell me in the comments to actually slow down on the gameplay, that I was going a little bit too fast. And I do appreciate that. It's actually interesting when I was commentating on Deserto Live. We were sort of describing the styles of commentating almost. And it was suggested that I'm more of a play-by-play commentator, so I sort of say what I'm seeing, as opposed to people who sort of commentate on other things that are not necessarily related to the game, or sort of a sideline, sort of describing the map and good rush points over the gameplay. And what I do want to do in the future is try and improve that a little bit. It was actually JR Mafia 01 who told me to just slow down a little bit there, so I will try. I am improving, and like I say, even though these games are up here for fun and for you guys, I've come on the screen now. Luckily my head has been blocked off by the scoreboard, but like I say, I am trying to get a little bit better at the commentating and also getting a nice little design up for everyone so you can all watch it. So keep on commenting, guys. I'll try and give you all more shout outs in future videos, or any improvements, any changes that I do make. And it's 4-3. Dad's actually still in the lead here with only a minute left on the clock. Like I say, I am testing this though because I am wanting to do something similar in the future, perhaps with me and Momentum, possibly on Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3, all sorts of games coming out in November, some really big releases. There's Gears of War 3, I believe that's a little bit earlier on. And of course there's FIFA, so we could get some FIFA gameplay, although I don't really know if that would do much as a split screen. I think the first person shooters would definitely be better. And yeah, so 35 seconds. My dad's just got to stay alive, but he gets taken out 4-4. Is this going to go to another draw? for the third time on Team Deathmatch. Is there any separating these two players? A lot of you have been saying how much VP Dad has improved. There was a comment with a lot of thumbs up. I'm going to try and find that for you now, give you a bit of a shout out, but it's definitely evident given his previous games that I have cast or I have commentated on. It was actually one Basher who commented that. 43 thumbs up there. So yeah, he has definitely improved. James was a heavy favourite for this. And there we go, 4-4, another draw. And James, a bit of flexing. You can see they are getting tired now. This is tiring them out. My dad thinks this is incredible. So you will be able to hear a little bit of voice on that. Something interesting as well, Mats, I do actually want to keep the commentating up for the remainder of this series, because it is a bit of a jokey series. It's not some serious gameplay, but would you rather me commentate on things perhaps when me and Momentum are playing, whether it be in scrims or if we do a double, something like that? Or do you want to hear us communicating to each other? Maybe a bit of both. As always, guys, give me feedback, let me know. What I do want to make you all aware of now, though, is there are no more draws. The final games, they will be playing it to the end, whether it goes 2-1, 3-0, whatever. So this Team Deathmatch, as well as the Domination and Search and Destroy that follow, there will be a winner in each of those games. I was unsure whether to be uploading all of this. I was thinking, do you guys really want to see a draw? But the first video seems to have gone down well. So there's no reason not to. Something else as well, just looking through the comments here, that someone did comment X Curry. My favourite moment is when you say VP Dad is using standard camo, like not sure if Red Tiger. He is correct, it is actually a Red Tiger gun. I was basically watching in very low resolution. I've tried to up it a bit now, it is stuttering, but I can see it is Red Tiger that he is using there. That's the one that I always used to stick with. I don't know why I said standard camouflage, but there you go. So it's Red Tiger and Blue Tiger. They were mine, Momentum's favourite colours on Call of Duty 4, if you are interested. If I was getting sweaty, obviously, sneaking around in grass, it would be the woodland, but there you go. So anyway, VP Dad is trailing 1 minute in, and he is 1 kill down. Can he bring this back? Can he get back in the game? He's going to go 2 kills down, so James striding ahead here with plenty of time left. James is certainly more run and gun compared to my dad's more defensive style. I've got to be very careful what I say, as he does just want to stress he is not a camper. He hates campers, and campers are haters themselves. And defensive play is very different to camping. He's not sitting in a corner pre-aiming anywhere, but he's making use of all the cover available, getting behind the cars, getting behind the barrels, just obstructing James's path, making it harder for him to get those shots out. So he's just going to take his time, let his health recharge here. James is low on ammo, though. He has obviously been spraying, using quite a bit of bullets, and as he has not died, he's not needed to reload. But Dad taking him out, back in the game now. Only 1 kill between them. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. I would like to thank Cheat Studios HD as well for providing me with the VP James and VP Dad little templates, is that what they call, overlays even, just above the webcams there. And the Imperial logo, of course, I've got that myself. Thought if I put that in the middle, it'd make it look a bit neater rather than sharp edges everywhere. But the grenades and stun grenades going out now, and it is looking dire for VP Dad. He's 3 kills behind. It's very hard to catch up, especially when you're 4 kills behind now. 5 kills to 1 in James's favour, and the time is running out. Could this be the end for Dad? Could there be a comeback at all? He's getting shot, and he's 6-1 now. This is not looking good at all. Double-handed facepalm to the head. He's got to get back in the game. I am behind him. He has almost given up at this stage, but I am encouraging him. I'm saying carry on. You never know. You can always pull this back. It's hard to pull it back in shipment. There aren't many places to camp though, so it's certainly possible. We'll just have to see if all that training and hard work that VP Dad has been putting in prior to this match has paid off. Almost 2 minutes 5 left on the clock now. 2 minutes 5 now. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit, getting a bit excited. 7-1. This is not good at all, and you can see a beaten man in the bottom left-hand corner. And he's going to struggle on the objective game modes. I think he does prefer the Team Deathmatch style of play. As stated previously, VP James does think that objective game modes are for boffins. Something I should have added actually. James did actually choose Momentum's room as he did win the FNG. I don't know why he wouldn't want to go in my room. I think my room's quite adequate. But obviously choosing Momentum's room, maybe it's got more screens, more room to throw yourself around. I have no idea, but the comment from RYE, he says objective game types for boffins. I woke everyone in my house up laughing at this. So VP James putting in the humour there. 1 minute 10, or 1 minute 10 now left on the clock, 7-1. This is not looking good at all. My dad is just playing for his dignity now, trying to get a spin around. He's flashing, and they're both reloading. James throwing a failed stun grenade, and he does get taken out. Dad taking advantage of that crucial mistake made by James. He does not care, though. He is laughing, he is grinning, and he knows he has won this match. He could run round in circles, and he could still win. My dad having to reload though now, and is he going to make a second kill? Is he going to pull it back a bit to save some sort of embarrassment, chasing him into the middle crater and getting the kill? So 7-3, pulling it back a little bit now, saving some sort of dignity there. He's just going to push out now. Searching for the next kill, and he picks him up. What was James doing then? That was shocking play. 7-4, James has got to be careful now, and there are only 3 kills in it, but still, with such little time left on the clock, an impressive comeback from VP Dad towards the end. But this is not looking good. James getting the final kill, and it is game over. 13 seconds, counting down the time now. He's given up. He refuses to play. He's raging in the bottom left-hand corner. He did tell me afterwards in the game he was very disappointed. He was 4-2 up in one of the team death matches, and he threw it away, and he knows it. And a lot of you guys know this too, including Mr. FIFA Tom and the Wilksy. But thank you for all the support anyway, guys. A lot of you noticing, like I say, that VP Dad has improved a lot, including the Cosmos Genius, Jack XR1, and also Kevin Tube U. So lots of support for VP Dad. If you can like and favourite and spread this video, it really does help my channel. But if not, I hope you are still enjoying it anyway, and I'll get part 3 up tomorrow night.